Hi, this is Chris Ball again of myultimatesuccesssystem.com and day 33 of my 90-day challenge. And today we're going to have a review of where I am with all of the processes, having just taken effectively 11 days off over the Christmas and New Year period. Well, I did do a few bits and pieces and I'll go over those in a second. So, review of progress with only 57 days to go, so it's not a lot of time left. I've got my 6 multiple streams of income outlined, so I'm going to go through those for you. The Forex trading, the ebook business, subscription business, the blogs with AdSense, and the P-book business, which is my favorite of them. And finally the website business, which is the one I actually least like, but it's the one I actually have the most experience in. So let's go through these quickly. Now, Forex business, I did talk about that a little bit before, and I talked about Forex Macro. Now I went to do it, but the site was in Spanish. It was previously in English when I first reviewed it and signed up to get the account ready. But then when I came to actually use the site, it was being updated, and they'd only updated it partly, which meant it was all in Spanish still because it's a Spanish company, and they hadn't completed the English section of the site. So consequently, I got a bit stuck. I have a friend who speaks Spanish and he's been through it with me, but with all the delays and everything, I actually decide until the update has been completed. And in the meantime, I invested the money in another business which will run for a few months. So the Forex trading is going to be outside of the 90-day period. But the other opportunity I've invested in, which I did talk about briefly in one of my blog posts, actually has got better prospects, and I'm quite excited about it. I won't go through that right now because it's completely outside. There are several reasons why it doesn't fit into the passive income stream that I'm talking about, mainly because it has a 12-month lifespan. In other words, after 12 months it will die out. Although that's true of a lot of passive income streams, that's not really what I was looking for. I'm looking for income streams that have got many years to run, if not decades. At least 3 or 4 years to make it classed as a totally passive income stream. So the next one was the ebook business. Now, good news on that one is I have 3 sites live. They are Nanny Hiring Guide, that's nannyhiringguide.net, pennystockshelper.net, getridofstretchmarks.net. The stretch does not have the T in it, that's deliberate. It's part of it. It's one of the typos that people tend to go type in when they go on search engines. AdWords not working yet. It is up and running, but I've yet to get any sales as a result of it, although at the moment it's not even costing me very much because I've had about 3 clicks, which is not very much at all. The SEO is not due for another 3 months. According to Neil Asher, who put all these together for me, it takes 3 to 6 months for the organic searches to start generating traffic through SEO. So he recommends AdWords. So one of the things I've got to do on this is actually go through the AdWords, play with the ads themselves, play with the keywords that have been selected, and try different keywords and different ads. Book publishing business. Well, I've had a total income of $122 from 3 books, which is great, actually. It's around about what it's cost me to do it. It's cost me a little bit more than that, but in actual fact I've had sales since that check has been sent out to me. So I'm now actually at break-even point on the 3 books. To be fair, it's taken me 3 months to get to that point. I'd started this stream of income before I started the 90-day challenge. The 90-day challenge was more about getting me to focus on multiple streams instead of just one, and this was one of the ones that I was initially focusing on. Now, as part of that, I will publish another 2 books this weekend. It's Saturday at the moment, Saturday evening. I've done the typesetting for both of the books. I've got to do a cover design, I've got to do a description of the books, and I've got to there's a couple of bits I want to finish off actually on setting up a foreword for the books or publisher's comment or whatever. And put in the back link to the website, which is beautifuljewelsofwisdom.com. I'm going to target myself to actually do 100 books by the end of 2010. Now the reason for doing that is I'm actually earning on average about, not a lot, £10 a month per book, $15-ish, not per book, yeah, per book. A little bit over that, but around about $10 a month. Now, that's with no traffic going to my website at the moment. So what I'm going to do is target to do 100 books, which will generate an organic traffic of around about £1,000 a month, which is about £12,000 a year, about $18,000 to $20,000 a year, which is quite good. You know, it's a fair little bit to have coming in when you've just hobby time. You just build that up over a year. But secondly, I'm also going to do some SEO traffic generation to the website. This is beautifuljewelsofwisdom.com, which I told you about in a previous video. And that in itself should generate at least 2 or 3 times as much traffic and revenue as the organic purchases that are going on through Amazon anyway. So that's quite good. And it should actually also, by getting those organic searches, push it up the rankings within Amazon. And that in itself will, in addition, give it extra traffic. So ultimately, this alone could generate the amount of money I need to create my passive income by the end of the year. Subscription-based business. Well, myhomebasedriches.com is up and running. It's ready to take subscribers. I've not done any traffic generation as yet, although I have set up, I have found the guy to do the inbound links. It's going to take him another few days to get that completed, and then I'll have to wait a little while to see any traffic coming in from that. Classified ads are required. I need to put some classified ads together for this, which I think will generate a certain amount of traffic. Again, I'll probably outsource that because time's of a premium for me. PPC is too expensive in the niche I've looked at, which is internet marketing. It's a big niche. Lots of people spending a lot of money on traffic generation for that using PPC, and it tends to be a pricey area to get traffic. Next one, blog with AdSense. Well, I've got a work in progress on that one. I've actually got the site set up. I haven't got the AdSense set up at the moment. It's going to be at hotinfobase.com. I think that's correct. I may have typed that wrong. We'll review it in a video soon. So hold fire on that one. I'm not yet ready for that, so I will do a whole video based on that, explain what it is, where I got it from and everything, so you can have a look at that. Website development business. Well, that's again another work in progress on the back burner. I have a designer working on a project at the moment, which is going very well. She's doing a very good job of it. She's a bit pricey at the moment, so I'm going to do some work on that and see if I can find a lower cost designer. And I would like multiple designers ultimately, but I will start with one. Again, I'll be reviewing that in another video. So, the challenges I've faced. Well, these are some of the challenges I'm facing. I'm working full-time anyway, so my time doing this is very limited. Even making these videos takes up a lot of my time. I've got a lack of experience in a lot of the areas. Although I've got a lot of knowledge, I've got very little experience, and that means I've got a lack of confidence. Knowing what other people have told me they've done, knowing the strategies they're using is one thing. Actually then deciding to put my time, my money and my effort into doing them, I have a fear of failing. I have a fear that I'm not going to be able to do it as well as somebody else. They can succeed at doing it, I can't, that type of thing. And I'm coming up against that quite a lot. So it is quite a challenge for me. Some of the changes I'm making in order to overcome my lack of experience and lack of confidence is a lot of time management. If I get my book here, this is the one I showed you before, the Ultimate Success System Diary for 2010. As you can see, this is today, Saturday, January the 2nd. I've mapped out all my time for the day. I've given myself 6 tasks to go through. This is one of the tasks that I'm working on right now. I wanted to get this one out of the way. I'm also prioritizing them into the 6 into order of that I will do them. Important thing to note here is that you can get this free of charge, download, follow the link on the blog. I'll put it on this blog post as well, so if you want to get a copy of this, it's totally free. You don't even need to give me your email address. This is not a list building exercise. I created this, I'm giving it to you free, it's yours, okay? The other thing is I'm going to dare to fail. I'm actually going to go for this and dare to fail. And that's a big one for me, because fear of failure has been one of the biggest things that's been holding me back. So that's it for this video. Keep in touch. I'm going to do the tasks that I've set myself for this week. You can keep up to date with me on twitter.com/entrepreneur_me, facebook.com/chilltime, and myultimatesuccesssystem.com, which is the blog this is all being posted to. Until next time, take care.